Welcome back. The holiday season is upon us, and I'm sure a lot of you are replaying Arkham Origins, so let's spice it up with some mods. The first mod we'll showcase today is the Community Patch. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly does the Community Patch add? Well, a lot of things. The first being 2 new playable characters. The first playable character it adds is the Joker, and the second is Robin. Now, the Joker has, I believe, the Red Hood, the 2019 movie Joker skin, and the Black Mask Joker from in the Arkham Origins story, and all of these are playable in challenge maps and in the open world. Robin only gets 2 suits, he gets Robin and Robin Alternate, but let's get into some gameplay with, let's go for the Black Mask Joker. I quite like this one. Now, the Joker, as in every playable version of the Joker, kind of has the same moveset, but this is so cool. He gets his moves from this game, and I believe some of Batman's moves. I think quite a lot of his moves are Batman moves because the moveset hasn't been fully restored yet, but this is still pretty cool. He gets kind of goofy animations like that, and obviously, as always, all of the mods shown in this video will be linked down below for your downloading pleasure. And I think, you know, most of these are pretty cool. I mean, look at that. It's playable Joker. What more could you want? I don't know what... okay, so Joker comes with Bruce Wayne's gadgets from the Initiation Challenge Pack. However, I do believe the developers of this mod are working on bringing his full moveset over. So you'll get the gas canisters, you'll get the throwing cards, the gun. Everything, I believe, will be added eventually. But just to be able to play as Joker and have the Joker skin is pretty cool. This is basically a reskin to Bruce Wayne, but, you know, it's the Joker, isn't it? It's still pretty cool to have the Joker as a playable character. The other playable character, obviously, though, will be a bit more familiar to a lot more of you, and that's Robin. Now, as I said earlier, Robin does only come with 2 suits, a lot less than he has in Arkham Origins Online. However, it's Robin. You know exactly what you're going to get if you've played Harley Quinn's Revenge, if you've played Batman Arkham Knight. It's Robin, but in Arkham Knight. And quite frankly, it's really cool. I think this is definitely one of Robin's better Arkham designs, obviously this being the Dick Grayson version of the character. And honestly, this is really cool. Like, I think it is a 1-to-1 of his Arkham City moveset, which I'm not mad about. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. I'll try and spot any differences, but hell, I don't care. This is really cool. Arkham Origins definitely has the most unique playable characters in the franchise, in my opinion. Obviously, Arkham Knight has more, but the fact you can play as Deathstroke and Bruce Wayne kind of already puts this game atop the mountain for me as the best game with alternate playable characters. But to be able to then add the Joker and Dick Grayson as Robin, it's just so cool. This is the alternate suit I'm wearing now, which adds some kind of yellow tinges to the suit. But yeah, these are the 2 main attractions of the Community Patch for most people. However, it does include a lot of other cool stuff, which we'll get into in just a second. Now, I don't want to spoil everything that's in this patch because some of it's really cool, but for Bruce Wayne, he has a few more alternate skins. We have his formal look, his training suit, and his usual shaven look. Well, it's his assassin look? Initiation look even, but with no beard, so I guess that's kind of cool. Deathstroke gets a couple of more alternate skins. He gets the unmasked version, which I think looks so cool, and he gets the prisoner version from the cutscene, and then Batman gets a few extra skins as well, and I'll show a few of those now. So the big one for Batman for most people will be the Worst Nightmare skin, which is now restored and fully playable. We'll have a showcase for that in just a second, but before we do, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers, and it would be so cool to hit that within the next couple of months. So, you know, if you're here, you like the mod reviews, you like the other videos on the channel, just hit the button, you know? It doesn't take too long and it means the world to me. Anyway, let's review the Worst Nightmare Batman skin. Oh, hell yeah, that looks cool. I haven't actually used this suit yet, so this is a first for me, as well as I'm sure a lot of you, but the fact this is now playable is so cool. I feel like Arkham Origins, this was one of its cooler inclusions that never sadly made it in... Oh my god, I'm getting chopped up. That sadly never made it into the full game because of performance issues, I believe. But holy hell, this looks cool. He looks taller. Is that just me? Am I just making that up? It might just be the placebo. I'm not combating very well at the moment because I'm too focused on the suit. But yeah, I think this suit is definitely a big draw for a lot of people, because it's one I know a lot of people love, me included. And although it is in Arkham Knight, it's just cool to have it in Arkham Origins, in this engine, and, you know, back in its birthplace. It feels like sort of a homecoming for the Nightmare suit. Anyway, let's have a look at some other Batman suits that this patch includes. It includes the Batman 1 million suit, which has been force unlocked from the WBID thing, which I don't think you can connect anymore, so this suit is now officially in the game. It includes the XE suit as a playable suit in both the main story and challenge maps, which I think is really cool. I think this is probably one of the better suits in the game in general, so the fact it wasn't available to play as in multiple game modes when the game launched is a shame, but again, this patch does bring it back into the light. And then the final suit I want to showcase here is the futuristic combat harness Batman, and it's the 1 million suit with the sort of Beyond logo, and I think this looks so badass. This is probably one of my favourite suits in the game in general. This looks so cool. And obviously, as I was saying before, this mod does include so much other cool stuff, which I won't showcase here. I'll leave you to find that stuff for yourself, but it does include a free roam mod, and you can use any playable character in it, so you can finally get those cool open world screenshots with Deathstroke or Joker or Robin or any of the other characters who you want, Bruce Wayne even. Yeah, it has some really cool potential, and it isn't something I've fully looked into yet, but best believe I will be, because I am a bit of a screenshot fiend at the moment, especially in Arkham Knight, so to get those shots in Arkham Origins would be really cool. Anyway, let's move on to some suit mods which you can install, and perhaps a bit more of a fun mod towards the end of the video, which I'm quite excited to show you all. So I don't feel like it would be a suit mod showcase if I didn't show you this. Absolute Batman in Arkham Origins. Now, I think there's a lot of similarities between Absolute Batman and Arkham Origins Batman in that they are both insanely brutal, so this, to me, just works really nicely. And I mean, look at it in action. It's not any bigger than the usual Batman suit, which some of you might be upset about, but personally, as someone who quite likes the fact he's the same size as usual, and it just kind of helps with the immersion of it all, this works so well. And as we've just seen there with the shot glove takedown, it's so cool. Absolute Batman in anything is cool, but to have him with this more brutal moveset in Arkham Origins, I mean, look at that slam. It's just so peak. This is easily one of the best suit mods in the game, and one I will definitely be using, especially in that Jezebel Plaza cutscene when he aura farms on top of the gargoyle. And obviously, like you've just seen there, it has the full working cape. It does look a bit silly because, you know, his cape is just kind of strands, but, you know, it's a small price to pay for looking that badass. And you know what? Let's get into another suit, because there's a Arkham Origins has the most unique suits, probably just behind Arkham Knight. Some of these suits get a little bit insane. The next mod I wanted to showcase is, you know, one close to my heart. I've said this before in other mod showcases, but it's the Arkham Knight Batsuit. And with the Arkham Origins face, this looks so unbelievably cool. I don't even know what to say about this suit. It's the Arkham Knight Batsuit with the Arkham Origins moveset, and I feel like with the shot gloves, this will look pretty damn cool. And yeah, no, it does. I was right. It's the Arkham Knight Batsuit. You know, what more can you expect? There's two versions of this. There's the version 0.3 and the version 0.4. There's only slight differences on them, but there's enough to kind of make you choose. I believe this is the 0.4. This is the more cleaned up, refined version of the suit. But as you can see, it looks so good. Once that menu disappears, we'll get a full look at it. It looks so good. And the cape, oh, don't even get me started on the cape. The cape looks huge, and that is a massive plus for me as a certified huge cape Batman truther. This next suit, I'm not even going to sugarcoat this. It's titled Project Lunatic. Just going to let you stare at this for a couple of seconds. It's horrifying. I love it, but goddamn is it horrifying. It's exactly what it says on the tin. It's a playable Lunatic model, and it has the Batman Beyond cape. I don't really know what to add to this, apart from the fact that it is nightmare fuel. But one of this mod... Okay, we're getting lit up. That's probably for the best. Look at this thing. One of this mod's coolest features, or one which I was pleasantly surprised to see, is actually part of the challenge maps. So let's go and take a look at that. It's nothing big, but it's just something I wanted to show because I just think it's a nice little attention to detail. So as you can see to the left of Deathstroke there, the Project Lunatic face model is there, but when you select the character or hover over him, you get this fun little idle animation from Arkham Asylum when you first enter the penitentiary, and I just think that's really cool. Say, not a big thing, probably not something that even deserved a mention, but it's just little bits of attention to detail like that which really make me smile. And let's see more of the Lunatic. God, that is actually horrifying. That is genuinely kind of creepy. Get Lunaticked. It looks really good. Like, it looks really good, but it's so, I don't know, like, uncanny. Not only does he sprout wings from his back, which is creepy enough, but he also has detective mode, which of course he does. He's, you know, a reskinned Batman. And he doesn't do obviously the normal lunatic attack. And I think that's what makes this creepier, is that he's actually doing normal moves. Oh, I thought we were going to kick that guy off the ledge there. But yeah, it's really eerie, but it's really cool. And I do appreciate this mod quite a bit. I'm a fan. Anyway, let's get into something a little less creepy and a little more absurd. This is probably one of my favourite mods in the game just because of how silly it is. And there's a reason why I'm stood exactly where I'm stood right now, because this is 1960s Batman Alfred. It's Alfred's face under the mask, and I believe if we talk to Alfred, he'll just be having a conversation with himself, which looks insanely stupid. But again, this is another one. It's a little bit goofy. It's a little bit funny. Although there is one more funny 1960s suit, which we'll showcase now. I've had to angle the camera very specifically here to not give away the reveal straight away, but this is 1960s Batman in his swimming shorts or his surfing trunks, whatever you want to call them, from the iconic surf race against the Joker. And again, little bit goofy, probably not much practical application if you want to actually play Arkham Origins seriously, but it kind of works, dare I say? I don't know, I think this is kind of cool. Anyway, as we finish this last thug off here, let's look at a few more serious suits that you can actually use in gameplay, which won't make you laugh. But before we do that, what do we think about this? Yeah, no, it's a Wii Remote. It's a Wii Remote suit. It works. I'm going a little bit off. Okay, well, you get the point. It works. As I'm going a little bit off script here. I haven't got a script, as you can probably tell. But yeah, no, it's a Wii Remote, and it works to an extent. It's definitely a suit. Yep. Anyway, like I said, serious suit time. This one is a personal favourite of mine. It's the 2022 Robert Pattinson skin, and it kind of just works with this world. Obviously, I believe the Robert Pattinson film takes place in Batman's second year of crime fighting. Arkham Origins takes place in Batman's second year of crime fighting. It just makes sense. And in the snow, this suit looks really damn good. I mean, I kind of think it works with the shock gloves, with those like little, I don't know, those little spiky things he's got on his gauntlets there. I think that kind of works in a sense. It's not perfect, obviously, but it's definitely better than some suits. Wii Remote suit, I'm looking at you. But yeah, this suit looks amazing. And let's get into one final semi-serious suit. I mean, it is a lot more serious than the Wii Remote or Project Lunatic, but let's get into one final serious suit that you can use while playing this game that will definitely not make you smirk whenever Batman tries to be super serious and scary. And finally, for our Batsuit showcase, we have Michael Keaton's suit from the 1989 Batman movie. Unfortunately, there isn't a Batman Returns suit in the game yet, which I'm a little bit surprised about, but I'm sure that will be rectified eventually, because obviously that would fit perfectly in with this game's themes, and just obviously the snowy background and the Christmas feel, that would be great. But this is a pretty close second, definitely in terms of immersion. This looks so cool, even with the shock gloves. See, I know that's the Origins face there, so this would look really good in general gameplay, because obviously Batman's mouth would move normally, or as normally as Arkham Origins mouths do move. But with that being said, let's get into the final mod of this showcase, and one that, as I'm recording this, only came out about 3 days ago. And the final mod I wanted to show you is this, the Santa Overhaul version 2. Now, the most obvious things to point out here are the fact Batman has a Santa hat on, he also has bows on his shot gloves, and there's a lot more snow. But that is just the beginning with this mod. And again, I don't want to spoil everything because I think some of this stuff is best left discovered for yourself. Hint, hint, Deathstroke boss fight. But I'll let you into some little previews here because some of this stuff is so funny and just perfect for Christmas, including this, the red detective vision, because I guess Santa's detective vision is red. There are also custom billboards. Again, Deathstroke boss fight, I won't say much more on that. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so the gadgets are like ice themed. What other gadgets are ice themed? Oh, the Black Claw has wrapping on it. The explosive gel's green. What's the remote claw? The remote claw's blue. Smoke. Oh wait, do smoke pellets do anything? Okay, no, smoke pellets are the same. Does the glue grenade have a alternate texture? No, but oh my god, it's a snow grenade from Fortnite. Oh, that's so cool. The disruptor is a present launcher from, again, I think Fortnite. The sonic batarang is blue. What is this? The cryptographic sequencer is also a present. Sorry, this red detective mode actually looks kind of cool. Now, do the thugs have hats on? No, the thugs do not have hats on. However, Batman does, and that's insanely funny. Look at him. Look at him with his little silly Christmas hat on. How sweet is he? Look, we're even outside the hat shop. Sorry, no, I didn't even catch that. That said Jolly PD Dispatcher, didn't it? I didn't even see that. That's so stupid. Oh, I love it. This is what mods should be. Wait, sorry, my game just crashed, so I had to reload it. I've just realised the S on Origins has a little Christmas hat on as well. That's so cute. Anyway, let's actually go and talk to Alfred. Oh, there he is. Look at this hat. Talk to Jolly Alfred. That's so silly. The very final thing I want to look at here is in the challenge map mode. And I know I wasn't going to look at Deathstroke, and I was going to leave that for you to discover yourself. But I need to look at Deathstroke, and you guys need to see this, because I think Deathstroke has one of the most unique things in the game. This is seriously insane. I also believe he has his own optional suit slot, so let's have a look at that. Yep, it's Deathstroke with a Santa hat. Oh my god, unmasked Deathstroke with Santa hat, Deathstroke with Santa hat. Let's go with Deathstroke with Santa hat and see what weapons Slade has. Okay, here we go. I'm not sure what's going on there with his, okay, I'm really not sure what's going on there. But I don't think Deathstroke's weapons have any differences. Let's check. Proximity bomb, no. Grapnel gun, no. Okay, so it seems like apart from the hat, Deathstroke has no differences, but trust me, I know in the boss fight in the game he does, and I will leave that for you to discover yourself. Anyway, that's all the mods I wanted to showcase today. Some fun ones, some silly ones, and some pretty cool ones. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a dislike if you didn't enjoy. I'm kidding, please don't ever do that. I will find you and I will hunt you down and kill you if you do that. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Happy holidays and goodbye.